You know those people who walk into a room and somehow everyone just gravitates toward them? They're not shouting for attention or putting on some fake persona. There's something magnetic about them that you can't quite put your finger on. Here's the thing. That magnetic quality isn't magic, it's psychology in action. And I'm about to share 5 psychological principles that will shift how people perceive and respond to you, naturally and authentically. First up, let's talk about emotional echoing. When someone shares something with you, instead of immediately jumping to your own experience or advice, reflect back their emotional state using similar language patterns. If they say, "I'm really frustrated with how things are going at work," don't respond with, "You should try this," or "That happened to me too." Instead, try, "That level of frustration must be exhausting to carry every day." You've just validated their experience using their own emotional framework. Their subconscious registers this as deep understanding, creating an instant bond of trust. Next, there's the power of strategic silence. Most people are terrified of quiet moments in conversation, so they fill every gap with words. But here's what confident people know. Silence creates space for impact. When someone asks you a direct question, resist the urge to immediately respond. Take a breath, let the question settle, then speak with intention. This small pause communicates that you're thoughtful, that your words have weight, and that you're not desperate to fill every moment with noise. People interpret this as confidence and depth.
Here's something fascinating about human psychology. We're wired to complete patterns and solve puzzles. You can use this by occasionally leaving your thoughts incomplete. When describing a situation or sharing an insight, build up to the crucial point, then pause and let them connect the dots. Instead of spelling everything out, give them just enough to engage their curiosity. They'll mentally fill in what's missing, and because they participated in creating the conclusion, they'll remember both you and the conversation much more vividly. Now, when someone tries to put you on the defensive with criticism or sarcasm, most people either get flustered or fire back aggressively. But there's a third option that completely changes the dynamic. Respond with genuine curiosity instead of defensiveness. A simple, "That's interesting. What makes you say that?" or "Help me understand your perspective," immediately shifts the power balance. You're not attacking or retreating, you're staying calm and making them explain their position. This response is so unexpected that it often disarms the situation entirely, while positioning you as the more composed person. Finally, let's talk about the art of collaborative thinking. When you want someone to consider a new perspective or take action, don't present it as your idea that they should adopt. Instead, ask questions that guide them toward the conclusion you have in mind. Rather than saying, "You really should start networking more," try, "What do you think would happen if you connected with just one new person in your field each week?" Now, they're not resisting your suggestion, they're exploring their own thoughts about the concept. People are much more likely to act on ideas they feel they discovered themselves.
The truth is, genuine influence isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about understanding how human psychology works and using that knowledge to communicate more effectively. When you validate emotions authentically, use silence strategically, engage curiosity naturally, respond to conflict with calm curiosity, and help people discover insights for themselves, you're not being fake, you're being skillful. These aren't party tricks to impress people. They're tools for building real connections and earning genuine respect. The most influential people aren't the loudest ones in the room. They're the ones who make others feel heard, understood, and valued. Master these psychological principles, and you won't need to announce your presence. People will simply be drawn to the way you make them feel when they're around you.